Hey, what's up? This is Austin Rivers. Check out my kicks on Keez on Sports.
Austin, last time you were in New York playing at the Garden, you had a special custom pair of Adidas on from, is it Kikasso Custom Kicks that does it?
Yeah.
How did that come about with that collaboration with them?
I saw them on Instagram some of the work they did. I was impressed. So I contacted them, and then they responded and said they would like to do something for me for the game. They still got one pair I think they're still working on that they're going to send to me in the next, I think, a week or two. They're going to send me some other stuff. So they do a great job. So I just sent them a pair of some basketball shoes and stuff I could wear in the game, and they turned out pretty well.
So it's only the two pairs that you've got, the one you've already got and one coming that you've got?
I have two pairs so far, and I'm gonna send them some other stuff that I'm just going to let them be creative with, like Crazy Eights and stuff like that. They re-released the old Kobe's for Adidas, so I might send them a pair and make them do something cool with that, or ask them to do something cool with that. So, so far they've done a pretty good job, though.
So do you just leave the design process, like do you have any input into it yourself?
Yeah, with the last two shoes I have, I kind of told them step by step what I want. And then there's sometimes in the future I'm just going to send them stuff and be like, hey, as long as they're red, gold, and navy, like our colors, do what you want. And then there'll be shoes where I send them, they don't have to be our colors. I can just wear them in the summertime and stuff like that. So I think it's fun, looking at those guys and see the stuff that they can do with sneakers, and they can change them. And the only thing I don't do it with Jordans. I don't really like doing stuff. I like leading Jordans classic. And I'm with Adidas anyway, so I can't really wear Jordans. So it's like I have Jordans back from high school. I still have, but I can't wear them. Only Adidas. So all the Adidas stuff I send them, I just let them have fun with it.
Is that, you seem like you're a pretty sort of laid-back type of guy. Is the custom kick thing type of like your inner, you're letting loose sort of a little bit?
Yeah, it is. I kind of just stick to myself. I have a small circle. I've always loved shoes, man. I have all types of shoes: designer shoes, basketball shoes, street shoes, lifestyle, everything. I have my girl's really good at art. That's something I do to just kind of calm down sometimes. I actually do stuff in my own shoes. I like create and paint and do stuff in my own shoes. I actually did a pretty good job on these. Not these exactly pair, but I did. I bought a pair like these all white, and I found a way to get under these net and change the color, and they actually turned out pretty good. I was going to wear them for a home game. It's going to be my own design. I thought it'd be kind of cool. Just stuff I do for fun to kind of just calm down and stuff like that.
That's sort of like going custom on a budget.
Yeah. Seriously, right? Yeah. No, I just do it like it's just for fun. It's just something. Some guys play video games, which I do, and some guys like to go out and do stuff like that. I kind of like to just listen to a lot of music and do stuff like that. Kind of just soothes and calms down. Kind of puts me in my own world. So.
On court, as a guard, what do you look for in a sneaker? What's something that helps your game?
It has to be light, light. That's the first thing, because when you have something heavy on it, it can mentally make you feel like you're slower, even though it's probably not true. A couple more out, or however much it might weigh a little bit more, I don't really think it's going to make that big of a difference. But mentally, it does. When you have a heavy shoe, it just feels like every step is slow. When you have something light on, that's why I love Adidas. Adidas makes some of the lightest shoes. The crazy lights are it feels like a feather. So it just feels like everything's quick, and they got to have ankle support for me. I'm not a big low top guy. I tried low tops last year, and I sprained my ankle twice pretty badly. And after that, I was done with them. And ever since I've gone to these, the mid tops, high, they've been a lot better.
Look, with all this technology that they're putting in sneakers these days, each shoe seems to have different technology, specifically for its purpose. Have you ever looked back to the days when your father played and you see the sneakers they wore then? Do you ever wonder how they got through a season?
I can see how my dad did, because they had a little bit more ankle support. I look at the sneakers like Bill Russell and those guys, and they played in Chuck Taylors. I don't know how. But then again, you got to think the game was different back then. It wasn't as many cuts. Guys now have crossovers and all these moves that weren't really developed at that time. Where back then you were kind of going straight up and down, so your ankles weren't turning as much. Where nowadays, guys are training differently and doing different type of moves and dunks, stuff that they didn't even know about back then. But still, I don't know how. I could never imagine playing in a game with Chuck Taylors. I would be nervous for my ankles, so it's crazy.
What about, obviously, with the whole retro phase now, Adidas is bringing out some of the older models, the Mutombo, something like that. We're going to see you break anything like that out the rest of the season?
I just broke in a pair of Crazy Eights. Now I'm going to wear at home. They're all red. Kobe Bryant's the old Crazy Eights, the red, white, and black. They're sick. I'm going to wear those next home game. And I had the Black History Months, but I decided to just stick with the gold. I have these crazy. They came out with those gold. Did you guys see the gold Kobe's they came out with? They gave me a pair of those like actually 2 months ago, and they were like asking me to please wear them, and I wore them and shoot around. They're actually comfortable. I just so when I stick to my home shoe, I stick to it. Like I'm not superstitious, but I have certain superstitious stuff I do. So I couldn't do it, but I'm going to break those out soon too, because there are colors.
Are you going to break anything special out tonight?
No, just these for tonight, man. We're on the road, so our shoe guy just packed these up. But these are great shoes. I mean, they don't look crazy, they're just regular crazy lights. But like I said, 2 things I said, they're light and they support my ankles. So like I feel comfortable out there on the court.